Right, now to go on to a CFD short sell example for you, just to show you the logic behind how it all works. Firstly, you'll notice the yellow boxes, which is the volume of the position we'll be taking, and you can see in the first section where we're going to enter the position, you'll see a negative 100. Now, in this case, for our example, I was going to show you a short sell on BHP of 100 CFDs. So in this case, and depending on the provider you're with, you'll find that when you do take a position that's short, it will have a negative volume. So it'll be denoted by a negative volume because initially you never held any BHP, and therefore by selling 100 you would be short 100 BHP. Therefore the negative. Now in this case it's exactly the same as a normal trade. So let's say BHP was trading at $35, that's where we'd sell it at. Our exposure is exactly the same as if we bought. It's 3,500, obviously 100 BHP at $35. And the margining works exactly the same. So if BHP was on a 5% margin, we'd have to outlay $175 to take the position. Now let's say later on that day, BHP came off a whole dollar to $34 and we wanted to close the position. We'd simply just buy the exactly the same volume that we sold to open the position. So in this case, we'd want to buy back 100 BHP to take our net position to zero. In this case, we bought it back at $34. And you can see there, obviously the value or your exposure is less because the price of BHP has dropped, but that's precisely what we want because we're selling at a higher price, buying back at a lower price. And in this case, once we've bought back the 100, our margin is zero because we're going to be net zero BHP, and the profit from that was $100. So that's just a brief example of how a short sell works. There will be a much better explanation with financing and everything else involved a bit later on in the blog.